for our mentor, Samir. He actually, he talked about how he became a client first. That's a little bit part of my story. And I just want to thank my husband, my family, my team, Team Busted. Thank you so much. And for everybody, I kind of black note to come here. Thank you for coming anyways. Winners will always find solutions, but, losers will always find excuses. So again, thank you for being here. As you can see, I have a PowerPoint. There's snow there, and I thought it was a little, ironic that a lot of people, had canceled because of the snow. Anyways, so here we talk about making the most out of this business on a part-time basis. Now, that is because I started part-time in this business. Matter of fact, I started spare time. And I just want to go over a little bit of statistics right now. As you can see, there's a lot of small businesses. 99% are in the U.S. are small businesses. And there's 33.3 million small businesses in the U.S., but only 65% are profitable, right? 50% of these businesses actually fail in the first 5 years. And the main reason people actually start their business is because they just hate being an employee and they want to become their own boss, okay? But the biggest challenge of starting a business is actually cash flow, right? They don't have the money to start a business. And 42% fail because there's just no market, okay? So I'm here to talk about my story again, which is, I know most of you have heard my story, but for those that are new, it's really important to know that when I got into the business, I just wanted to learn about investing. I was a very happy client of Samir. My husband and I had rolled over our 401k plans with the company, and I never looked, because we were good investors, but we didn't know anything. Like, I didn't even know what an IRA was, right? So I was a nurse. I've been a nurse. I've been a nurse for about almost 26 years. But when I started the business, this was about 7.5 years ago. My main concern was just learning about investing. I was so amazed that I actually made money while I was sleeping without me knowing. And I told Samir, hey Samir, I want to learn how to invest, right? I want to learn, all the ropes around it, right? And he was like, okay. And he said, actually, Sheila, if you really want to learn about money, learn about insurance first. And I said, insurance? Like, nobody likes to talk about dying, right? Nobody likes to talk about it, but it is inevitable, right? Everybody's going to get there, just no matter when, where, and how. And what happened was, when I learned about the insurance business, I found out that a lot of people were getting screwed over cash value policies. Matter of fact, most of my people on the team here had cash value, right? And I was so disgusted that these people were getting screwed over, and they trusted the person that sold it to them. A lot of people buy, right, products based on trust alone. You get a 100 to 200 page policy, you're never gonna read it, right? And everybody that has cash value, there was not one person that I saw that actually made money. Matter of fact, with my experience, I saw clients that had been paying for 30 years and their retirement was less than $300. And they were promised whatever the death benefit they would get if they were still alive after a certain amount of time. That made me upset. So my why from just wanting to learn about money turned into what? Helping people. Because I'd be damned if somebody did that to me. They'd be all over Facebook. Okay. So and then I found out, wow, you know what? I can save people a lot of money on insurance, help them with their investments, because eventually I did get my securities license, and actually do the full service in the right manner for our clients that are favorable for them. And how cool is it that you can actually make money doing that, doing what is right for our clients? And I started part-time, first year I made like $30,000 a year, and Samir did all the work for me, right? And the second year, after I got my securities license, I made over $70,000 a year, still working as a nurse full-time, right? But you know what? It's not just about the money that you make, it's about the difference that you're making with the people you speak with. That's important to me, right? So from spare time to part-time, and then I was like, you know what? If I actually invest more time in learning this business, right, I could actually be financially free and free of my time too. Okay? Now, the problem is most people don't know what type of business to start, right? There's the lack of resources. Either they don't know what business, they don't have the time, they don't have the money. Okay? So let's address all those issues, right? Why this business? Well, number one, everybody needs what we do, right? Everybody needs to learn how to make money, they need to learn how to save money, and a lot of people are getting screwed over anyways. Okay? Number two, small startup. This month, right, you can start our business with $74, right? $74. $74, we did it, it was like 124, right, Samir? $250,000, 7.5 years later, I think it's a pretty good deal. Right? Flexible, right? There's flexibility in this business. We don't encourage people to quit their jobs, but you know what? It will give you an opportunity to quit your job when you get really, really good at it. Okay? It can pay you what you're worth. I used to work as a nurse. I think my last per hour pay was like $57 per hour, 58, right? And I worked like a dog. I worked in the operating room. Okay? But now I can sit with a client for 1 hour and can make thousands of dollars. But even more so, I'm making that money, but like I said, I'm helping them also get wealthy in the process, saving them money from their insurance, so they're getting screwed over. And of course, as a business owner, you have a lot of tax advantages. Who likes to pay taxes? See, as a business owner, you get to make money, right? You get to spend money, then you pay taxes. Right? So the things that you would spend on anyways, that you, as legitimate expenses, you can write it off as a business owner. I remember when Bing and I would work full time, I felt like my check just went to taxes. And I was like, what? And then I have a business, I'm like, wait, this is really cool, right? But you can do this business with any company, but why did I choose to work with Primary? I've been a client of this company since 2007. Unfortunately, the first death claim that I processed was my husband's brother. Things get real, right? When the people you love actually do pass away, they leave their family. They say, oh, insurance, people laugh about insurance, but you know what? It's those moments, like Ismail explained earlier, right? When people pass away, that's when it's like, okay, never be embarrassed to ask people. Because when S hits the fan, right, who are they going to call? Ghostbusters. I was getting a little too serious. Now, you can start a business, and guess what? You have to worry about your employees and paying them money. Well, Primerica does that for you. Where can you have a business where you only need $75, right, this month, and you can expand? There's a lot of growth opportunities, and you don't even have to worry about paying anybody, right? And we help everyone. We don't pick and choose the people we want to help. We help everybody. A lot of these wealth advisors, they have a minimum amount before they can start an investment plan, right? Some of them say $500,000, some say 1 million, 2 million. How many people, especially in the United States, 75% are in the middle class, right? How many people have $1 million to invest right away? Maybe 1%, maybe 5%. We're here to help everybody. We can start investment accounts with a minimum of $50 a month. I make sense. Literally, it's charity work, but it has to be done. How are these people going to build wealth and no one's giving them the opportunity to do so? Okay? And you can grow as much as you want. I'm licensed in over 35 states, and I'm trying to recruit the world. I really am. Because we need people like us everywhere. Right? And of course, we have amazing mentorship. You can go to business school, right? They can teach you supposedly business, but they're not even business owners, right? You got Chad, you got Samir, You got all the leadership that is teaching you the business for free. This is an amazing opportunity, guys. And, my only regret was not starting this when I was much younger. I'm too old now. Just kidding. No, I am. Right? So, how do you become successful in business? Well, you can't just start a business and not do any work. You gotta put time, right? Use your time really wisely, invest in learning, and be very consistent about it, okay? Robert Kiyosaki said, the difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they use their time. People are scrolling on, TikTok, right? That's not gonna grow your business. You gotta actually put work. You gotta show up. Show up in training, show up in meetings, show up in these big events. Millionaires are made in these big events. Grant Cardone said, 80% of success is showing up. So congratulations to you guys for showing up. You gotta work hard. I take pride in my work. I work very hard, right? But I know that when I work hard and I work harder, I'm reaping the benefits of my hard work. You can work as hard as you want in your job. They're only going to compensate you what your per hour pay is. Oh, sometimes they even compensate you with more work. Because usually when you're efficient, what happens? They know you can get the job done, so you get paid more. If you actually invest your time in yourself and learning so you can make more money and help people, my gosh, that's just an amazing opportunity. Nothing like it. Learn to overcome adversities, right? I must say that I've gotten rejected also. I've gone through a lot of adversities, and Samir knows every single one of them. I call him sometimes at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and he picks up. Thank you so much. Right? But I think the most important trait that I have, right, that I can be very, very proud of is I'm very empathetic, and I really, really care genuinely for the people that I talk to. Every single one. If being a caring person can pay you this much money, I'm gonna be caring forever, right? You have to love your clients, and this is why my retention is at 95%. And it all starts with just one decision. One decision, okay? If you don't have big dreams or big goals, you will end up working for someone that does. Thank you very much, and see you next time.